condition, but it's Orlando that has the top delays right now.
It must have some thunderstorms in the area or something, one
Yes.
would suspect, yeah. And we're going to show you more updates on the airports, but want to start with this, the optimistic tone. A great weekend ahead to do this. Pool time, right?
Oh my
Let's get the
gosh.
pool time going. In fact, temperatures tomorrow, they'll be in the triple digits, but it'll be kind of cloudy throughout the day. So it's one of those days where you really have to sunscreen up because it won't feel as bad. But temperatures in the triple digits by the afternoon for your July 4th. Very, very seasonal weather. Around the state, 90 at Pine Top, 88 at Springerville, it's 90 at Prescott, and 101 at Globe, Miami right now. Here's the latest airport status map, and there are areas where we have scattered thunderstorms. Atlanta with delays of well over an hour. Chicago over an hour as well. They've had some thunderstorms in the area. Boston with delays of up to 45 minutes. Both for incoming and outgoing traffic. We have no outgoing problems at Atlanta, though we have those delays for the inbound flights at Atlanta. Chicago O'Hare with the storms in the area, delays likely to get bigger. Now in the west, not much problem at all. San Diego earlier had about a 30-minute delay. They've caught up. It's all caught up in the northwest either. Moral of that story, travel in the west, right? We're looking at high clouds on the increase tonight, and tomorrow is going to be kind of mostly cloudy from time to time around Metro Phoenix, and that will keep temperatures down just a little bit before a ridge of high pressure begins to build in Sunday and Monday. And next week, we're really going to be hitting for some high numbers, 113, 114 degrees by the middle of the week. In the meantime, headed out to the lakes tomorrow. Temperatures in the triple-digit range at Lake Pleasant and Roosevelt. Salt River, if you're tubing, it will be at 104, and Lake Powell will be in the mid to upper 90s. So yeah, those clouds are coming off a tropical system that's well out in the Pacific. Used to be a tropical depression, for a short time was a tropical storm, but there's not going to be enough moisture coming into Arizona that we're going to get any thunderstorm activity out of that system at all. We've got to wait for that till possibly the middle of next week in southeast Arizona. All right, first alert 7-day forecast. Kind of cloudy for your 4th of July. High of about 105 degrees, 109 for your Sunday. Then temperatures get going, and by Wednesday, a high of 114.